Do you know the reason why your current desire isn't being granted? And why do you still find it difficult to make it happen? Because you are in the opposite state from where you want to be. You are not now experiencing the fulfillment of your desires. In several of our YouTube videos, you may have observed that I frequently urge you to live in the state of having your greatest objective accomplished. Because I know that many individuals in the manifesting world are unsure of how to enter that state and what actually entering that state entails, I want to underline how crucial it is for you to be in that state when your desire has manifested and you say you no longer need what you needed. I feel it is necessary to explain to you what consciousness is and how to attain it as a result. I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell notification before we start so that you may get notifications whenever we upload a new video. So let's get started. You are one of the people that doesn't genuinely realize the importance of being in the state of having something fulfilled. So don't worry too much if your desire hasn't come true just yet. As long as you reside in a state that opposes your purpose, you won't succeed. You are now struggling with a lack of desire. It means that whatever it is you want to do, you are in a position where you must make it happen. Because of this, you think you must manifest your desires. However, if you remain there, your request will not be achieved. You must thus leave that state and enter a new one where you are not dependent on the fulfillment of that wish. You all live in a place where you can all succeed in your goals. If you remain steadfast in that state, you will succeed in all of your ambitions. However, it's unlikely that you will arise if you are not persistent. Please allow me to explain in detail. As we all know, Neville Goddard's law of assumption deals with assuming that your desire has come true. You quit thinking that you need to make your want a reality once you start to think that your wish has already come true. You start living in that state and emerge from the stage of dependence. It makes you feel grateful and content to be there. All negative concepts are eliminated and effective action follows. On the other hand, you feel unwell and start to think negatively when you are in a situation of necessity. Don't even express appreciation. These negative thoughts do not help you accomplish your goals. In actuality, they block you from bringing in the things you desire. You can never manifest something if you have negative thoughts or feelings of limitation. Even if you may believe that you have worked extremely hard, it may still seem impossible when your wish doesn't seem to have come true. As a result, your beliefs are compromised, and you also feel helpless and broke. Your ability to manifest your life is influenced by your conscious state, your deeds, and your behavior. Your awareness, which affects every element of your life and establishes your level of living, also influences the decisions you make. So you must understand what degree of thought is needed if you truly want to fulfill your desire. However, as soon as you begin to move in that direction, your manifestation will take place more faster than you expect. Based on my own experience with conscious manifestation, the experiences of a vast number of those I've guided along the path, and my own experience with conscious manifestation, you have my word on this. Neville Goddard has a quote I'd like to include here. All states, according to him, are actual and closely linked to creation. Anyone can enter a state, whether consciously or unconsciously. They can move between states over the course of their life. They can stay in one state, and they can have needs, which are often what prompts us to change states. Since a state is whole and complete in itself, we must conduct in a manner that is specified by that state when we enter it. Did you actually understand what he was trying to say? According to him, all states, whether they be the state of having your perfect spouse or job, the state of earning your ideal salary, or any other state, are already there in the universe, and you do not need to establish any particular state in order to live there. On the other hand, certain states are missing or need certain things. If you prefer not to create any new states, you might opt to reside in one of those states. You can live in two states: having the desired person, which is the first one, and meeting the desired person, which is the second state. Every state either lacks or possesses a certain thing. Simply put, even if you are unaware of it, you have the choice to enter any state. However, like many other people, you have stayed in some states. Based on those states, you have crafted the life you are currently living. Let me stress that if you are experiencing the need for money right now, that means you don't have any. If you simply live in a state where you think yourself to be wealthy, you won't feel the need for money. You have changed between two states if you need money and want to manifest money. In one moment, you might think you should manifest money, while in another, you might think you need it. Due to your presence, you are now in two very distinct states rather than needing money all the time. You should be in a stable financial position. If you merely enter that state, you won't experience the need for money. Let me tell you that there is a circumstance in which you will feel as though you have an endless supply of money. If you only go there, you can be whatever you want to be and will surely have access to all the wealth in the world. If you merely enter that condition, you will feel as though you have become who you want to be. What interests me the most is that there is no work required to reach your goals. Simply enter the state of having your want met, and you won't need to exert any effort. You'll feel as though you already had it. You'll experience gratitude and contentment when fulfilled. Understanding the concept of states is crucial because, even if you are successful in manifesting your goal, it will only last a short while if you are not in the condition that goes with it. Why? Because ultimately the state where you currently reside will triumph. The state that we are in naturally cancels out everything else. Another beautiful Neville quote is provided here. For example, if we were poor, we would always need money, struggle to make ends meet, and not be able to indulge in luxury, even if we were given a large quantity of money. We will soon run out of money and encounter the same issues if we continue to live in poverty. The opposite would be accurate if we lived in a wealthy state. He says the same thing I did, as you can see. Your aim must be achieved if you are persistent enough. You can simply remain in the condition that allows you to achieve your goal, but if you are not persistent and regularly change your state, you will quickly start to feel as though you must bring your desire into manifestation. You will feel as though your objectives have been met in that moment, and you won't ever feel the need to fulfill your wishes again. I also want to emphasize the fact that you can only experience the state that you are aware of. However, if all of your awareness is of how little money you have, you will ignore the money you do have. If you are only in financial difficulty, you will surely be unaware of all your wealth. In other words, you can feel wealthy even though you have no money, and you can still feel poor even if you become the world's richest person. Because you are unaware of what you have, you won't be satisfied. If you aren't conscious of what makes you happy, you will not become wealthy. You'll have to feel sad if you don't know how much money you have because you won't know what may otherwise make you feel sad. You must realize that you can only experience the state in which you are right now. When we are in a state, we see only the contents of that state and are compelled to act in line with all that the state implies, says another Neville Goddard quotation. When you are in a mindset where you believe certain things to be true, it can be difficult to grasp another point of view. When you are struggling to make ends meet, it is easy to focus on the challenges of providing food, clothing, and shelter. Once you've managed to escape out of this state, you won't have any trouble receiving these goods. Most people think that this change in luck is the outcome of recent events. But unless you could escape your present state of poverty, nothing would change permanently. Instead, changing your state of being in your mind will naturally change your circumstances. Our state of living has an impact on how we view life. Even if you have money, you could still feel poor. Because of the state in which you now live, you feel broke. Despite having no money, you could feel wealthy. You do not feel wealthy when you have money. Instead, it's your state of mind that gives you the impression of prosperity. If you feel secure and happy in a new relationship, it's not the relationship itself that is to blame. But the thing that makes you happy is your state of mind. Right now, it seems as though you are satisfied. Therefore, nothing outside of you exists. Everything starts within you, regardless of who you are, what you do, or where you live. Even if you are the most beautiful woman in the world, depending on your state of mind, you could perceive yourself as ugly. If you live in such a state and think you are ugly, You get to decide whatever reality you want to live in, what you want to create, and who you want to be. You are free to choose. Another reality is simply a short distance away. Take that step, change your state of mind, and change your reality. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that after watching this, you have a clear understanding of what it means to be fulfilled and how to achieve it. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Enjoy.